Hi everyone, Ashlyn Keys YouTube channel. So today I went in and got my ears tested. I had a hearing test and I was having so much stress because I didn't know what they do for a hearing test. I just remember being a little girl and getting in this van or whatever vehicle they used and having somebody put earphones over my head, and then they did little beeping noises and told me to raise my hand if I heard a beep. And that's all I remember. And I remember it being like a small little like booth area. So I was getting paranoid and getting like scared because I don't like small tight spaces. I'm claustrophobic and I also have panic attacks really, really bad. So I was like getting really scared about the hearing test. So if you're anything like me that have like major panic attacks or anything like that, I would take your medication, like anti-anxieties, anti-depression medication, if you're prescribed that, before you go take the hearing test, because you're not like the place that I went to anyways. You're not in like a really small room, but it is a small room. And they put these earphone things in your ear, and they have you test like they have you test by hearing these little beeps in your ear. And also they, like, for me, they put this thing around my head and behind my ear, and like the other part sat right here on my head, and there was some static sound on this side, but there was beepy noises on this side. And after they did the earbud in both ears, they did a test on one ear. And then she also had me repeat words like birthday cake or driving bus and like weird words like that, just different random words, and saw if I could hear what she was saying. And I had to repeat what she was saying. And so after you get the test done, well, okay, if you can hear it, I should say this. If you can hear it, they don't have you raise your hand like when you were a little kid. They might, but the place I went, they had you hold this thing and then you pressed a button with your thumb if you heard it. I forgot to say that. So, anyways, when I was done with my hearing test, um, they had me look at this chart thing on a screen and showed me how good or bad my hearing was. So my hearing passed normal all the way through until the end. And towards the end, the abnormality was in my bad ear, the ear that has the infection, that had the infection. And so she took a peek in my ear with one of those things that the doctors have that they look at in your ear, and she did see a small infection in this ear, but she still did see an infection, a bigger infection going on in my right ear. So that's what's causing the muffled hearing, is that I still have a infection going on in my ears. I was put on oral antibiotics. I was put on eardrops. I used the eardrops for 7 days, just like they told me to. I quit using the eardrops because it only said to use them for 7 days, and I should have probably used them for longer, but I was instructed to only use them for 7 days. So I quit everything, and I saw my primary care doctor, and then he suggested I go to an ears, nose, and throat doctor, and that's where I did my hearing test today. So, Wednesday, which today is a Monday, April, let's see what day it is today. Monday, April 8th, 2024. They had me come into the hearing test, and then Wednesday, the 10th, they'll have me come in and talk to the doctor about my results and what she wants to do. The nurse tech that did the hearing test did say that if all else fails, then if I do have a little hearing loss, that it's not to the point where I need to have a hearing aid. But she said she doesn't feel that it's permanent hearing loss or that it's really that bad. So that was good news to hear today. But it's still not like a solid 100% answers because I still have to see the doctor on Wednesday to see what she wants to do and to see what's really going, like for her to look at my hearing test results and tell me what's really going on. So I'm still a little nervous, but I'm glad that I got the test done because I don't like being in small spaces. um, the nurse was actually rather rude, to be honest. She, when I went in there, I was going in with my son and my husband, and she said, "Oh, you guys need to stay back here. It's just a hearing test." And then my husband said, "Well, actually, my wife has, kind of a disability. She has panic attacks, and she won't do good, being alone." And then she was like, "Okay, I guess you guys are welcome to come in. It's just a hearing test, no big deal." And she was like patronizing my situation, so to speak. And so uh, then after that, we went back there to the room, and this is the weird part. Okay, there was seats back there for families to sit, like literally like long seats. There was a long one and then an extra chair, and then a seat for the hearing test nurse tech person to sit. And so it was kind of funny to me and my husband when we left. We were talking about it. We were like, why was she acting so weird about you coming back when there was a seat, like extra seating back there for family? And then I talked with my husband and I said it might be because if kids are back there doing a hearing test, then it might be those extra seats might be for the parents to sit and stuff like that. But even so, if a parent can go back there with their kid, why wouldn't my husband be able to go back there with me? It doesn't really matter if you're a kid or an adult. If you need to have somebody there to support you, you should be able to have somebody there to support you. And so she was kind of didn't really have good bedside manners per se because hands down when I once my husband spoke up and said I'm going back there with her, she has issues with anxiety and she does better when I'm with her, the nurse should have just said okay. I understand him not being able to be in the testing booth because then the results might not be that accurate, because if him or my son would have made noises in the hearing testing little room booth I was in, then it could have been inaccurate results. So I get that part, but him not being able to be in the room on the other side of the window with the nurse tech was just kind of odd to me that she was making it a big deal. So I did not like that experience. So always speak up and be an advocate for yourself, because if you don't speak up and let people know, what's going on with you, like if you have a mental struggle like I do with panic attacks and stuff, speak up, because otherwise people won't listen to you and they won't understand. And sometimes people don't care. So, I'm hoping that my visit will go better on Wednesday because maybe, the nurse tech might have passed along a message that I have anxiety. And then they won't be so, pushy, so to speak, because yeah, that wasn't a good experience today. She could have handled that better. Really, no big deal. I was just asking for my husband to go back with me. No big deal. And so, anyways, it went well. And I didn't have any terrible, awful news. I didn't have great news because of course, who wants to have an ear infection? But I didn't have horrible news. I didn't have a punctured eardrum. I didn't have she doesn't think I have permanent hearing loss. She couldn't say 100% sure because she wasn't the doctor, but I got pretty much good news today. So I just wanted to follow up with you guys about that and also let people know what a hearing test is like. And so that's it. They have you go in this smaller room. There's a window so you can see her and your family. And they give you a thing to hold, and you press a button with your thumb if you can hear the noise that they're beeping in your ear, or words they're saying in your ear. And then that's really it. That's it. So next time, if I ever have to do it again, I will still probably be nervous, but I won't be as nervous because I'll know what it is. I'll know what a hearing test is. So I'm just here to make this video to help other people to know what it is and what it's like, so you're prepared. And so that way, if you do have anxiety like me, you know to take your anti-anxiety medicine before you go in, and you also um, know exactly what they're going to do. Every state and country is different, so I can't speak for every state and country, but in Iowa, in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, that's how they do it. So, but anyways, you guys, I'm glad that I didn't get the worst results that I thought I was going to get, which is a punctured ear or permanent hearing loss and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was good. But that's all, and I actually have another appointment that's going to happen on the Wednesday, like I was saying, and then for my hearing to see what she's gonna say, and then I have an appointment the 19th of April, 2024, to for them to do an ultrasound on my thyroid to make sure cancer's gone and all that. So I will be doing a video about that too, but before that, I'm going to do some more fun videos and stuff like that. So bear with me. Please don't unsubscribe, because I've had people coming to my channel and subscribing because they see like my like more fun, positive videos, and then when they see my videos like this, they'll leave. But if you see a video like this that's more serious, please don't leave, because I have videos like this where they're more serious and they're just me talking, but I also have videos that are really fun. And I do tours, I do videos about pregnancy, I do videos about plants and different events like concerts or trips that I take, and fun stuff like that, video games and stuff like that. So bear with me, don't unsubscribe just because there's a more Debbie Downer type video like this. This is just, I do videos like this to help other people if they're going through this same exact thing. So if it's not a video of your forte, just scroll past this one, but stay subscribed. I'm trying to get at least the silver plaque for my son, the YouTube plaque for my son, because he's always wanted to be a YouTuber, and I've been trying to show him that if you keep trying and you work really hard, that one day you will be one. And you know, they lowered the standards on YouTube to hit that 500 mark, and then you can try to partner up with YouTube. So that's what I'm trying to hit, and right now I'm at 448 subscribers. I'm hoping to get to 500 so I can start taking off and doing something with this. But anyways, and also I wanted to add too, I don't like really editing my videos or anything like that. I just like to keep it, you know, natural and old school and just be me. So anyways, I will be on with another life topic, and have a wonderful day, guys.